All right, Superintendent Jones, thank you. Budget report.
Good morning, Chair, board members, members of the public.
All right, we got Deputy Jones's.
My name is Brian Quessenberry. I'm the
Deputy Jones has the floor.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Board
now
members,
see, I got a
are we
picture
with
of
us? We're still in session. Board member Deputy Jones has the floor.
Good morning, Deputy Superintendent of Operations Scott Jones with the mandated monthly budget report. For the board's information and especially for the public's information, the Utah State Board of Education is able to meet all of its known obligations and commitments for the remainder of this fiscal year. Per the board's direction, we're in a good place for year-end close and for the start of the next fiscal year, which is, it starts on July 1st. And as you don't meet in July, we'll take back up the monthly budget reports sequentially with you into the next fiscal year. At this time, Chair, at your direction, I'll pause. We have quite an intricate budget for both the board members and the public to view. If there are any specific questions or concerns, we'll take those at this time, Chair.
Seeing no lights,
Okay.
we can proceed. No
Okay.
questions, comments?
Always an integral part of the monthly budget report is an update to the CARES Act funding we received, ESSER, ARP. We do not plan to do a comprehensive drill down, but we are bringing the slides up to show you that that's available for both you as board members and the public to view. Staff are always at your disposal to answer specific or questions or clarify any pieces or parts of this particular portion of our budget. With that, I'll just pause there to see if there are any questions or concerns throughout your direction, Chair.
Any questions, comments? I'll note that 100% of Utah K-12 COVID-19 relief funds are obligated from slide 5, which
we're
is
doing really
significant.
well, thanks to the phenomenal work of staff and then our LEAs as well. So, next
Okay.
item. Oh, go ahead, sir. Sorry.
No, I was just-
Okay. Item 7.2 is your discretionary funds status or report. We provide this as well as an integral part of the monthly budget report. Again, these balances or these amounts are typically derived from carry forward balances at the close of a particular fiscal year. The upper right-hand corner depicts available amounts left. The body of the report shows commitments and obligations made by you, by the board at your direction, for staff to pursue, depending on what types of projects they are. So, as I stated earlier, with year-end close processes starting now, we anticipate that by September we'll have or be able to bring carry forward balances to you to consider for. So you'll see those numbers change in the upper right-hand corner. I want to say that we did receive recognition for the fact that the board is very conscientious about ensuring that money is obligated and committed in meaningful ways. We don't spend money just to spend money, so thank you for that. I thank you, the public thanks you, and these projects and things that you're doing, thank you as well. So with that, sir, I'll pause on the discretionary report, and then if I could, or for any questions or concern, I just have to add one more thing to it. So.
Seeing no lights, let's move ahead.
Okay, so there's been some questions about, as we all know, there's the debt ceiling debate going on. It does look like a deal has been made past the House. It's next up, my understanding is it's next up to be heard in the Senate. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, we should be fine. If something does not go through or there's something that does happen, we're ready to address any and all impacts that we could see here in Utah to the, for our ability to draw down funds. But again, I really anticipate and we're optimistic that a deal has been made. It just has to go through the process. I am available for any questions or concerns that any board member or anybody from the public has on what second or third level effects there may be. Again, if a deal is not done or, the debt ceiling piece is not accomplished, if you will, by June 5th. June 5th was the date the Treasury said our nation is at risk of default on particular payments. So, but again, I anticipate, based on what we're hearing out of Washington, D.C., that we won't have an issue, that that a deal will be made and it will go through the Senate. So, but if not, we can address what impacts we may or may not have. So with that, Chair, that concludes the monthly budget report, subject to any questions from you and/or our esteemed board members at your direction.
Thank you very much. We've got Member Bogus and Member Green with lights on. Or Vice Chair Hart
No.
first. No? Member Bogus and Green.
Thank you, sir. So Superintendent Jones, I recall, if I recall correctly, you sent an email about what you just said, the possible
Right.
ramifications of either directions. Is that true?
Yes, I did. I sent an initial email that came out from the GOPB. You know, it's just basically some facts and things, but that's in time been somewhat outdated because we are close to, you know, seeing it go through the Senate, so I don't see any second or third level effects at this time. So,
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's my only question.
Superintendent Dixon wanted to weigh in, then back to Member Green.
Yeah, I've had just one inquiry this morning. There may be more that, to clarify part of the deal, and I don't have the wording, Deputy Jones, you may, in regards to the CARES Act funding being pulled back, would it impact the school funding? And we received word from, I think it was the DOE or somebody, that would not be impacted. So just want to restate that for anybody who might be listening, that those funds would not be touched that have been sent to the schools. It would be other community and other CARES funds. And I see Sarah nodding back there as well, so thank you.
Okay, Member Green.
Yeah, this is just going back to the line items here about the budget, the research study of standards and curriculum alignment and research study of student safety and environment. What are the? Oh, I'm
Okay.
back to the discretionary
Got it.
funds. I'm so sorry.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Can you describe what that looks like, what that requires, just how many people or what processes you go through to?
Yeah, I'm sorry, could you, Chair, could Board Member Green repeat which one it is? I'm sorry, which one is it?
Yeah, it is the one that they've highlighted.
Okay.
I just want to know what that looks like as far as how many people are on that and what that process looks like. And if there's any paperwork or,
Is that the BYU research one? Yeah, I believe that's the one.
No,
So-
I don't believe so. You're looking at research study on standards and curriculum? Is that the one you're looking at?
it is, the board approved October 6th.
We approved the funding, but I don't know of anything ever coming before us.
Yeah, so at this point, yeah, okay, I'm on the right one. Okay, I know which one you're asking about now. So my understanding is we haven't proceeded beyond the initial approval for this. So I can't answer how many people at this point, but I'll double check with staff on that and we'll get an answer to you on the timeline. So,
Okay,
yeah, thank
thank
you.
you.
I just want to make sure I had the right one. Thank you for your patience.
Any further questions, comments on the budget? Okay,
Okay. that
Thank you,
concludes the
Deputy
briefing.
Jones.
Thank you, sir.
and we are right at the hour, so I think we are free for lunch. We'll take a half hour and be back. I'll just remind, we have a time certain at 1 o'clock. We've got a legislator joining us. We've got finance and other actions, so we might have to just jump into finance and then cut away at that point. But let's try to get going at 12:30 with the finance matters. Thank you.